Like, yeah, okay.
It's called straight shooting.
All right,
Braden
extra
style.
time. What'd you bring, Braden?
Lou weed. I have no idea what it is.
What?
I was just playing games at game night, and he happened to be there working and had a whole bunch of weed, so I bought an ounce.
There you go.
I actually got 7 in here, so we can pick them. They vary in size if we want to smoke a cannon.
Dude, shoot joints, man. Pick it out.
So that one's looking small sitting there, but none of them are huge. How about we can smoke this one? That looks like a fatty. Then I got 6.
Did you roll that?
Yeah, Braden rolls good joints.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. That's the thing, like,
They're hand rolled.
you know who you're gonna play with. That's gonna, like, I know who I'm dealing with and who's gonna come with weed and who's not.
Right,
and I
right,
know
right.
how people are, and that's the thing about me in the sense that I don't care how you are. I know I learn how you are, and I learn my things, and I learn what I can take.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To an extent, like, okay, if I know someone's going to borrow money and they're one of those people that may pay me back and may not pay me back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they make me money in other ways that kind of overweighs this tiny
This other
little
little
fraction. I'll kind of let it go.
Right,
like, not let
right.
it go, but, get it back somehow, some other way.
Right.
A little upcharge here, a little upcharge
Yeah,
there.
right.
$40 for
There are
cookies.
ways to do it.
Yeah, but it's also like with people smoking, I just don't expect. I want to get high, so I have to smoke 2 joints just to get high half the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you benefit from that,
But wait a minute.
That's one of my biggest
If you're
problems
by
with disc
yourself,
golf, dude.
one joint gets you fucked up, though.
one joint of that.
If you're just smoking.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
smoke 2 to
Yeah.
get to that next.
You've
get to
done a
that
lot
next level.
more disc
Yeah.
golfing than I have, and especially a lot more when you can't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, when I first started disc golfing, I was in high school, and we had a couple discs. One dude was actually into it. The rest was played out his bag type deal. And we were just there to smoke pot. And we were smoking as much pot as we could get in before we went to our respective houses or jobs at Burger
I've
King
definitely
or
played in some
the
places
grocery
where
store.
I had to eat cookies.
You know?
I've never played not high. I don't. Can't
So,
remember a day where I wasn't
playing
high.
competitively, I would bring a bunch of joints and try to play in a shitty-ass league, which is almost always cool. And a lot of times you get paired with the old dudes in the senior league, and they're cool with all the weed. But
Yeah, cool.
when you get a guy in your card and it's a tournament and he's like quoting rules to you and like trying to say like if you smoke marijuana and you're like, bro, do I have to rough you up in the woods? Like what? How does this story end? Like if I'm gonna get in trouble for having weed, I'm also getting in trouble for whooping your ass.
Oh, I don't worry about that.
You know?
Yeah, I've had those thoughts about people who want to like.
I'm signed up somewhere, so I can't really run from this. So whatever goes down is going down. But
The way I look at that,
What is this?
I don't know. I don't even know what he has. I don't even remember that.
probably
conversation.
chronic or something.
We didn't even have that discussion.
Tastes like what? Then it might be chronic.
No, it's not the
I walked in his house and
That's,
You probably know. Is it blueberry?
yeah.
yeah,
That's just blueberry.
Yeah, his blueberry's sweeter.
That's just blueberry.
He cuts his down early,
like it.
so he likes
Yeah,
to
it
cut
looks
his
good.
down
I know what you're talking.
10 days early.
The morning
Yeah,
after I
gives
bought
that
it, I
sweeter
sold
flavor.
2 quarters. So I was like, thank God I made that investment.
Check it
Yeah.
out. It's worth it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blueberry.
Yeah, I kind of got that now.
So when I walked in his house
Sorry,
this time,
Yeah.
I have several times since his mom has passed, but with the recent passing of Brian's mom and it being the holidays and shit, I walked in Lou's house and for the first time I thought to myself, like, I'd really like to say hi to his mom right now. Like, I miss that. I
Oh,
used
yeah,
to,
Mom.
every single interaction with Lou used to involve saying hi to his mom. And she was always, cheerful about it and, like,
Wow.
present.
Shit,
She,
you were lucky.
well, she,
There's many a days I
She
saw
know you were
Mom
not
where she
like-
was not happy.
It's not cheerful at all.
Oh, she was grumpy.
well,
Hi.
maybe I was handsome to her. Maybe she wanted to look good in front of me.
No, it's just I just happened to catch the day when fucking
I'm down for
Lou or
charming old
somebody
ladies.
else had pissed her off.
Already, yeah, she was already in a
Or
bad mood.
her health was not, she
Yeah,
wasn't
she wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, like cause she was old.
Yeah.
Not even as old. I was like, you're older, and you like. I think she was 68.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she.
I
was
know
in
we're
the
not here to
70s.
judge Lou's blueberry, and I'm sure it's been judged many times before already. But I'm looking at the board, and it's not bubblegum good, but it's not Barry White bad.
I'll be
I don't know if
honest.
it
That
fits.
sounds like a song.
I don't know if it fits grease cake, but
I think it's got the best flavor.
better than bubblegum? Bubblegum to me.
I didn't like the bubble gum.
Here's
Not
the deal,
as much
though.
As the
How much
grease
is it?
cake.
How much is it like, and how much is it? It was great at what it's supposed to be. Because I don't know if I liked bubblegum either, the taste wise. But it was fucking bubblegum.
No,
like, you take
not,
a hit of it and you're like, that sweetness and that pepper, like this is what bubblegum's like. You know?
I'm being like a Steve on this one, where I'm saying I like it, but it's not what I would smoke.
I know, and you said
like,
you'd rather smoke the grease cookie, which is
yeah.
interesting. But I also liked the grease cookie flavor. So if we went back to fourth,
See, the grease cookie had nothing for me.
no flavor for you.
It wasn't much in there. It
That was the
wasn't
one where
enough.
when I touched the top of my mouth with my
Yeah,
tongue,
just-
I would
just
taste it.
I thought it was like textbook. Like when I read the description, I was like, "Oh man, this is exactly what I'm smoking."
This is similar taste bud reaction to grease cake.
Did you read the descriptions of the sorbets then that we grew?
That we grew?
Yeah.
No,
Read 'em
I
up.
think I did read them at one point. But
Yeah, I'm definitely high now, but I think bubblegum got me high. There was enough weed. I
Yeah.
hit a threshold.
That's what started me getting high.
I coughed my ass off the first hit of the
I've
bubblegum.
only been smoking
Me too.
dabs for 3 days.
So-
And he did too.
That must be when I got high.
Yeah, it did. That is when it hit me.
The first
It was like
reaction.
First hit. It's like, wow, this shit's sitting in my lungs hard. And it didn't do it the rest of the time. I didn't cough anymore. It was kind of crazy.
See, the really super good shit,
You cough every time.
every time, it literally forces you to cough.
But that's one of the
You
reasons.
can't hold it.
I think that's one of the reasons the Deadhead fared poorly with some voters. Because if you're not used to that kind
It
of...
didn't have that
You
factor.
think that it's not?
It's too strong.
Yeah, you think there's something wrong with it if you're coughing and coughing.
Yeah, every time. Because if you're smoking the shit like that Barry White, if you're smoking Barry White all the time and you smoke a Deadhead, you're going to cough through the whole thing. And then you're going to wonder what the fuck's wrong with you because you're way higher than you've ever been in your life.
I got a good example. You know how some people like low temp dabs and they just don't want to cough on a dab?
Yeah.
But I'm the type of guy where I want to be
You won't get that. You won't get wrecked.
Yeah, I want to lose my
Muscle
breath.
spasm.
I want to cough. I
So
want to.
it's sad having grandma around and her having dementia because sometimes she'll respond to me coughing and like I really just got high, and I will tell her that. I'll be straightforward. She'll come in, she'll knock on the door and be like, "Are you okay in there? Is everything all right?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." I'll respond. I'll come to the door and I'll be like,
just high.
I'll be like,
Yeah, I'm just getting
I smoke
fucked up.
marijuana.
People, like-
I used to show her my prescription card and it would always blow her mind, and now I tell her it's legal and it like she just rolls her eyes. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Your people are in charge now?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, not my people.
Your people
Your
are in
kids'
charge.
people."
Yeah, my people are in charge of illegal fucking.
Grandma, it's actually people your age. They're way cooler than you realize.
Here's an interesting thing we can get into while Braden's here. We were discussing, he doesn't think Bernie can beat Trump. What do you think?
I think
Wow, dude, did you see that face? Like, that was the what?
It's passion, dude. It's. I wear
No,
my
it's
heart
just
on
a
my
question.
sleeve.
He doesn't think, like, it's not even that he doesn't think, I don't want to make it seem like
Here's
he's
the
like
thing,
a
Steve.
Bernie.
I'm not anti-Bernie yet.
No, he just, in
I'm
his,
kind of anti-Bernie.
I'm a
why are you
Bernie.
anti-Bernie?
I don't like him. I think he's too liberal.
What's wrong with what?
And that's what a lot of people think.
And I'm a liberal.
He's in-
and he's too liberal.
There's
Why
not
is
many
he too
people like
liberal?
him. This is just white liberals.
There's a
I'm
lot
not
of
worried about him.
Because
What we need to worry about-
all right, he's promising the farm to everybody,
Oh,
just
you
like
can't
Trump.
give the
Trump,
farm
you know
money.
how
That's
Trump
what you
was
do.
like, and it'll be tax. He's promising the farm to the other side.
I don't
Liberals
know,
aren't
dude.
as
He's-
gullible as
he's-
that. No one
he's-
actually expects a farm.
And even then, it's not about expecting a farm. It's about the logistics. Yes, it can be done. If you cut $80 billion of
It's
fucking
not
defense
fair for
spend-
everybody to have that shit.
What are you talking about? So, you
Yeah,
just keep
That's how a lot of
fucking
people.
over everyone?
He's thinking. His thinking is
I
not
understand it,
out
but
of
it doesn't
skew.
matter. You have no choice. You have one of two things going to happen. The fucking people who have been fucked over by this shit for over decades, especially the school debt, at some point are going to leave this country for better work.
No,
they're going to
I'm not
revolt.
No,
I'm not
they're
getting
gonna
into
leave.
liberalistic
Leaving
debates
America
about
is not
education
simple.
because we know that
not as
the
easy.
education system is only to make
If
obedience.
you're educated and you can get a job at a fucking
If
hospital,
you're educated, you can go
You
anywhere.
can go
but
anywhere
leaving
in the
America
world.
For the average American,
Being
is
educated
not
is
an
going
easy
to
thing.
private school. not
and then we're
public.
left with what? retards running the country, what happens then? We already have retards running the country. It's basically the fucking hillbilly children
Most countries
of
have
all the
retards
fucking
running the
rich
country.
people from 100 years ago.
Right.
I'm saying,
Politicrats.
all right. So
Sorry,
from
let
a
me rephrase
bureaucracy.
that. Inbred children. They're not fucking
from
hillbillies. They're all
from
fucking
right.
inbred.
from a non-political standpoint, there's people that choose to
They're studded out.
To-
Those
to-
aren't actually their bloodlines.
see things with their third eye, see things with a perspective other than just living in their world. And then there's all these people that are the fucking sheep that will fucking eat it all up, and they will pick either, Trump side, Bernie side.
Okay,
that's,
no,
that's
that's
the
what you're not
majority.
understanding.
If you
You're
got
already
80,
picking one or the other now.
80% of
You're
us
not,
are
there's
sheep.
not somebody who's going to
Sheepdog.
just flip.
I've never got
There's not-
to answer the question here that started all this. The
I know,
question
yeah.
was, do I think Bernie Sanders
That's a
can beat
good
Trump?
point.
This is
Yeah.
extremely complex, of course, obviously, but there's so many things that, like, the reason I cringed like that, the thoughts that happened first is the just sole authority that Trump has over the 2020 ticket for the conservative side. The complete, utter love that they are all going to give to him in the voting
I get
booth,
that.
regardless of whatever the fuck else is going on.
Yep.
And the nuanced fucking differences that have divided the liberals my entire life. The reason we have 20 people running and 12 of them think they got a shot, it's going to come down to 2 eventually before it's only 1. So why do we even give a fuck about 8 right now? So it's insane to me
And
how
that's
different
how
we
these
are,
rich Democrats
but you can't
keep you
have
from
that
voting.
conversation because of how important the nuanced differences are and how complex that conversation is with any motherfucking liberal. And it's like, I know we're both intelligent here. Let's stop arguing fucking nuance. Let's argue beat the goddamn clown.
You know what they need to do? You know what the problem is? Or a way to remedy the problem? A two-party system
Doesn't work.
is starting not to work. It did work at one point.
Hold on. Why do you think that is, though?
It
It's
only
designed
works
for
because
Because it divides people. If a lot of countries, most countries have several parties, 12 parties, 32 parties, 16 parties.
Right.
When you have a lot of parties, it's split up a lot of ways. Nobody has total
And
control.
everybody has 3 or
So-
4, therefore.
So what we're making the box more complicated, I think, with technology.
We're making
because
still
we're all allowed to. We all get to
We're creating
pick what the fuck we
politicocracy.
watch.
We're creating-
We're not watching programming anymore. We're
Our
selecting.
capitalist totalitarian
No,
republic
we're watching
is
programming.
We're
It's
watching
just,
programming.
it's just a new kind of programming.
but it's programming just for us because
Yeah,
we
which
selected
makes it worse.
And
It's not
that's
that
what
you-
it is. And
You
we're
think you
we're getting
should.
all bucked at because now we're going back to that old school where, well, there's 2 evils. Pick one.
right.
And that's the point. And what does that do?
Lesser of 2 evils.
And what does that do?
But-
that divides.
But it's making all these people.
That's why
that are
Hillary
got
getting
the
what
nomination.
they want
Lesser
to
two
stop
evils.
their freedom.
Either you're in this camp or you're in that camp.
The people who hate
There's
Bernie
no other
hate him
choices
with a
for
goddamn
camps.
passion. The people who hate
That's the
Bernie
problem.
will never be pro-Bernie. People who hate Hillary are the same way.
I
But
liked
Bernie brings
Bernie
out
a long time ago.
But Bernie brings out a crowd that's different. Like he brings out more people. He's good.
Yeah.
Like the progressives. If
I
you
mean,
put
but
in
he-
somebody that's not
70
progressive,
cents.
At the
Yeah.
same time, he alienates a lot of people because
that's fine. I'm telling you,
People-
the progressive movement in this
upper
country
class.
is going to be.
upper class and rich people,
They're
Bernie-
fucking.
they don't
way
want
smaller.
Bernie.
All right,
Rudy.
They don't want Bernie.
That's the
Being a-
problem, though. These fucking morons
Out of
have
all
made their
of the
fucking
ideologies,
sect this big.
Bernie's
that vote
so
Democrat,
white to me
the
that he's
best
a bigger
that
racist
turnout
than
is from
Trump.
black women.
What?
Black women come to
Yeah.
the voting booth
Hold on that thought.
in numbers. They're the most
they're the most-
loyal voters.
They are.
And they vote Democrat. And unfortunately, that's one of the big reasons Hillary kicked Bernie's ass last time. And it wasn't by much, but black women were
Well,
for
it was
Hillary.
also because they rigged the thing.
So,
That's true.
which makes me think of Elizabeth Warren, because one of the things that,
God,
why
I
would black
cannot.
woman like a white bitch?
You don't want
Because it's a woman.
You don't.
You don't-
She's
you
just
don't-
a fucking Republican in a Democrat skin.
She
I know.
is. She really
That's the
is.
fucking
It's
problem.
terrible.
Joe Biden's the same
I
way.
don't
All
like
these
any of
people
it. She really
are
is.
fucking rich kids who basically
We
want
should
to
at
play
least
with your
go for
money.
$1,000 a month and go yang.
Bernie at least
He's not
says,
getting
"Hey,
any support.
I'm going to do it." Because guess what? He's president. He can't do any of the shit he's saying he wants to do.
No.
Right, exactly.
He can't.
No.
But he can go up there and fucking fight for it
And you know
and
what
say
happens?
he wants it.
If a liberal is going to win president, they're not going to win.
And
the
why
Senate
shouldn't
or
we
the
have
fucking
it?
House or something.
Why the fuck
I don't
does
know.
it matter
We
what
might
the
win
fuck
the House
happens?
because
Let me
we're
tell you
all
I'm not
something.
going to
now.
college.
All I want
If
is
it's a big turnout, if it's a turnout
We can get
on
all
the
three.
scale,
It's
listen,
over.
listen. If it's a turnout on the scale of Obama, there's no way Trump's gonna win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No fucking. But it's not that kind of turnout.
But I think Bernie's the only one out of the fucking group that can bring it.
I don't know.
But he has to pick his fuck. He has to be smart about who he picks.
Yeah,
as a fucking
but
vice
who likes
president.
Bernie though? You think the people who like Bernie aren't going to vote if Bernie's not
Yes.
the nominee? You think they're going to write
They
him
didn't
in?
vote for fucking Hillary.
Well,
if you put Elizabeth Warren, who's basically just
they're not gonna make that
older
mistake
Hillary,
again. See, a lot of people that didn't vote the last
Did
time
not think Trump could possibly win.
did exactly.
Bruce is one of the smartest
Exactly.
motherfuckers I know, and he was certain Hillary was our president. And the way he talked about it prior to the election, like, it was convincing me. I was like, wow, dude, like, he knows people I don't know, man. Everybody's for Hillary,
See,
huh?
they demonized Hillary over a period of years.
Yeah.
They started demonizing her about
Oh,
7 or 8 years
They
ago.
all think she sells babies in the States.
I mean,
No, they haven't.
there was so much shit
No,
on
the
the internet.
conservatives have been demonizing her since the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
really bad.
My
Listen to
dad
me.
believed that the Clintons were responsible
For
for
a whole bunch of
multiple
murders.
deaths.
A whole bunch of
Multiple
their
deaths.
murders.
And that was all before 2000.
yeah.
You're right.
Oh, back in like
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
exactly.
they were
Way
looked
back
at
in
as
the
they were.
day.
It's always the right
Unfortunately,
side.
my
We've
bar-
always got
my
this fucking
barber
harebrained.
went to school with.
And it's like, yeah, you're probably right because they're on your side.
Hillary or
Clinton
Bill?
did nothing
Bill.
more than help the rich
Yeah.
people get richer.
went to
He
Little Rock.
did a little bit for the economy, I guess.
Well,
So,
I lived through it, so
There
I'm going
was
to
some
tell
pretty
you,
awesome stories of
the economy was
young Bill.
booming.
Yeah, but it was a false boom.
Well, a lot of
Does he
people,
have
a lot of
shitty
people
things
got
to say about
rich.
Bill? Is he not like-
More, I think, more middle class people got rich during Clinton than any other president.
Yeah, it was. It was something crazy like that.
Yeah, yeah.
He was smart as fuck.